One.
So last week we read a story about Tacky the penguin, and we kind of been talking about being ourselves. And remember, Tacky was a penguin, and was he like all the other penguins? No. What was he? He was all about being himself. All right. And he kind of stood out from everybody else, and that was okay, right? All right, so today we're going to read Giraffes Can't Dance, and it's by Giles, Andreae, and Guy Parker Reese is the illustrator. And Giraffes Can't Dance. Have you ever seen a dancing giraffe?
No.
Neither have I. All right, so what do we see happening here? Monkeys. All right, monkeys dancing, right? Giraffes Can't Dance. Here we go, by Giles Andreae. Gerard was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked, and his legs were rather thin. There. Have you ever thought about a giraffe standing up? Yeah, they sure are.
I think my leg might be a little bit better.
Maybe. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. That sounds like me, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerard felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Oh, boy.
That's why it's called Giraffes.
Boy. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. Ooh, and the lion danced a tango that were elegant and bold. Wow, look at them. Yeah, they are moving and shaking. The chimps all did a cha-cha-cha and a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Look at them dancing around. Gerard swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Roar! Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. It's not very nice. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. How's he looking right there? Yeah. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so bad before, so sad before, so sad and so alone. Yikes. How are y'all feeling?
He's probably the only giraffe, so that's why he...
Maybe. He's the only giraffe. There's no one to dance with it. Yeah.
Maybe they pick on him.
Maybe.
Because he's the only one.
Yeah. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Huh. What do you think that cricket's going to do? Play a song. Okay, let's see. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music in those branches is the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, you were right, Nathan. The cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. What's happening?
He's tilting his neck.
Oh, yeah?
Dancing.
Well, it looks like he's moving, right? His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. See it? Oh, yeah, you were swishing your tail. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault. You can do that, Lily. And he leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing. Gerald cried. Is he dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at that dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. Do you see them all watching him?
Tango.
They're doing the tango, yeah. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" Look at him, sitting there watching him. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around, and he finished with a bow. Yeah. Then he raised his head, and he looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." So everybody can dance. Did he look like everybody else when he was dancing? No. Was he kind of like Tacky, the penguin?
Yeah.
How come?
He was doing his own
He was just doing his own thing. And how was everybody acting?
surprise.
They were surprised. Did they like it?
Yeah.
They liked it, didn't they? They wanted to know how he learned how to do that. Great job. What do you think about this story?
It's a good book.
So giraffes can't dance, or they can?